Hello everybody, it's Dana Sullivan, the Stampin' Chick, here with the April 2021 paper pumpkin kit called So Cool. I'm super excited about it because this one is going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot to do with summertime and ice cream, so it's sure to be a terrific kit. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? Hello everybody, I see folks are coming in. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Let's open this thing up. And this month's kit has some really cute little summertime designs. These are die cut shaped cards. So we've got two different designs of popsicles and two different shapes that are rainbow and watermelon. You're getting 3 each of the 4 designs, so we'll be making 12 cards with this kit. Plus there's extras in here that are absolutely fabulous that you don't have to use for the kit even if you assemble it the way the instructions say. So that's a lot of fun. It's always great when there are additional products involved that you can use for other things. All right, this month's kit coordinates with the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper, and I don't know, do I use a tiny little bit of the Designer Series paper for an alternative project that I've done, but the paper is really pretty, and it's still in the springtime catalog until June, so you have just a little bit of time left to get some of that paper up if you want some, especially if you want to get it for these projects, because gosh, it's just so cute and it matches so well. As you can see, the popsicles and everything. So much fun. All right, friends, let me show you the stamp set that comes with this month's paper pumpkin kit. You can see you've got a watermelon and a popsicle. There's some cute little sentiments, and I am in love with this little splatter spot stamp you'll see here. So super adorable. This month's kit includes a Bermuda Bay ink spot, and I love the bumblebee colored baker's twine. So I'm really excited to be able to use this for another project that I have in mind a little bit later on. Not paper pumpkin per se, but you'll have to stay tuned and see what I do with it. Okay, let me go ahead and get my card kits out. As you can see, as I'm pulling things out of here, I did make a couple of stencils with this month's kit as well. And you'll be able to see these in use on my alternative projects, so you'll want to stay tuned through the video where I show you the alternative projects, and I'll show you how I used each of these. And I mentioned that this kit has some extras. It actually includes 2 sheets of these stickers that are really cute, and they're not used on the cards per the instructions at all. So these are total freebies, which is so cool. I love it. All right, let me just set this stuff aside for right now. And I've got my stamps on blocks already, and let's get these projects made, shall we? Now, I'm gonna make 1 each of the designs with you, and then I'll show you the alternative projects, okay? So let me just set this out of the way, and here we go. All right, so it's kind of a mystery. Which one am I gonna do first? Bob Barker, give me an envelope, please. Okay, here we go. First, I gotta say, I love when Stampin' Up! Includes printed designs on the envelopes. You know that typically means that I'm going to be disassembling one and using it as an alternative project, which sadly I haven't done yet for this kit, but I do have it disassembled and ready to go. So these are my scrap pieces here that I've not used yet, but intend to. So I have them with the kit, and I'll have to post that project later on, because obviously I don't have that one done. But I will do a project with that liner piece because that is such pretty paper. Alright, I have the rainbow card here. So for the rainbow card, you need one of the sentiment strips. You need a square of that, or rectangle rather, of that beautiful silver glimmer paper. And then I will tell you, when I was assembling my cards, that the instruction says you need 12 inches of the twine. But, you know, I'm kind of thrifty, and I really wanted to be able to have a little left over to use for another project. And I found that I could get away with 9 inches of twine. And it works pretty much as well. And I get those extra inches saved that I can use for another project. So the way that I did that was, the instruction actually says to go ahead and tie 12-inch length into a bow. And we're not going to do that. We're just going to kind of loop it like this instead. And it'll still have the same look and effect without the extra inches wasted. So that's just a quick tip for you. Alright, I am going to bring in my Stampin' Pierce mat because as we are using photopolymer stamps, I want to make sure I get a good clean image. And we'll take the sentiment strip here, if I can get a hold of it. And this one calls for happy birthday. So I've got the stamp, and you guys know that I will typically use my full-size ink pad for the video here. So I'm going to bring in Bermuda Bay ink. And remember, tap, 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 not smush, smush, smush. Line it up with the middle. Give it a good even press. Perfect. All right, set that aside. Okay. Now then, I'm going to attach this piece here. And these cards are super, super simple and easy to do. They're really cute. So much fun. And then I'm going to take a little adhesive right here in the middle, just right there, except that I've just pulled it up. There we go. Right in the middle. And then we're just going to weave it back and forth, okay, right on our piece. So bring the tail over the edge, press it down, come around, and then press it again. So now we have the same look, and then we're going to put this piece on dimensionals. There we go. I'll put 3 on here so it doesn't sag. There we go. Now these little cards are super small and they're die cut, so I have a little trouble saying to stamp something on the inside of them, which you know is difficult for me because I'm all about the no naked insides and no naked envelopes. But I mean, it's little, so if you wanted to just stick with something simple, like, let me put my scrap here and just do something like that and then have room to write, that would be so cute. Alright, so you could do something super simple to the inside, or against my usual words, go ahead and leave the inside blank and just give yourself room to write, because it is a super small little card. And anyway, it's really big on the outside, so that's great. Okay, so there is card number 1. Super simple, super easy. Let's move on and see what the next envelope has in store for us. Ooh, I love this design. Alright, for this one, we've got the same thing pretty much that we had for the rainbow. We've got our little popsicle card. We have one of the sentiment strips, a rectangle of the sparkle paper, and 9 inches of the twine, and we're doing pretty much the exact same thing. So this time we're going to be using the You Are So Cool stamp. We'll just stamp that down. Line it up here. Oh, and try not to get ink everywhere. There we go. All right. And then the exact same thing we're going to do, except we'll do it here in the middle. We're going to put some adhesive on the back of our sparkle paper. Right there. Run a little adhesive across the middle for our twine. There we go, just like that. And then dimensionals. There we go. Come here, middle. There we are. Fabulous. Just like that. Alright, super cute. And then again, you've got your inside here that you can add whatever you'd like to. Maybe instead of a popsicle, maybe you want to just add a few little sparkles here, sprinkles, whatever you want to call. Just something little so you've got room to write. Very cute. All right, that is card number 2. We are halfway there already. All right, the watermelon card. Now we have the stitched circle and the starburst shaped silver piece, but basically, again, it's the same process here. So let's go ahead and grab our Way to Go stamp. Tap, tap, tap. Oop. Tap again. There we go. All right. Okay, a little bit of adhesive right here on the back of our starburst. There we go. I love this little pop of sparkly color. It's so fun. All right. And then again, and you can see by the time you've put on your sentiment label, you can't tell that this wasn't tied into a knot. And it looks just the same as it would if it was actually tied. And you've saved a few inches and you're able to use it for another project. So that's just a fun little tip there that you can use to save some of your supply. All right. And now we need our dimensionals. I'm going to use some of these little scraps up here. There we go. Oop, come on. There we are. And there we go. Super cute. And we've also got a watermelon stamp here, so maybe you want to stamp a little watermelon on the inside. I'm going to use my black ink for that. There we go. Super fun. These are really, really cute cards. All right, the last one. All right, we've got our sentiment piece here and the last stamp. Hey there. I love it when the projects use all or most of the stamps. Like, I really like that Stampin' Up! Gives us projects that utilize all of the stamps, or that they give us all of these extra stamps that are so cute to use. It makes it great. All right, here we go. Let's put on our glimmer paper. Hold on now. There we go. All right. And just like we've done with the others, and then add our little bit of adhesive along the middle. I love the kiwis. Aren't they adorable? I know that some folks were a little concerned about these kits being for children, but I don't consider this to be for children. I like popsicles. I love watermelon. So I consider these to be for like everybody. I mean, they're great, right? They're not just for kids. Okay, let me snip some dimensionals here. Trying to use up some of my scraps. There we go. And I think these are perfect for the upcoming summertime season. I'm all about, give me summertime stuff. It reminds me of that commercial Once Upon a Time years ago. What was it about, though? I can't remember what it was about. I can only remember the jingle, but it was summertime, 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 summertime. Anyway, I'm sure you remember the commercial, and now you're laughing, and now you have the song stuck in your head, so you're welcome. You know, sometimes little jingles like that get in your head, and guess what? That's the meaning of a good jingle. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and put this label on. And we are now finished with this card. So let me go ahead and close up my ink pad before I get it all over me. And so now you have the 4 fabulous cards. Absolutely beautiful. I would not consider these just childish cards. I would consider these fabulous for anyone. They are so cute. I'd love to get this from someone with a nice little handwritten note, and I think that'd be a lot of fun. So I hope that you guys like those. All right, now I know that you're ready and waiting for alternative projects, so let me go ahead and grab them out here. Now, I will tell you that I actually only have a few this time because everyone's kits were so late coming in this month, and so I just didn't have very much time. But the projects that I have, I think are really neat, and I think you're going to love them. So, okay, first off, I have... I think I have one missing. I do have one missing. Okay, I have a post going live this evening at 9 o'clock for the Paper Pumpkin Possibilities blog hop. And the other alternative project that I have is upstairs with that blog hop. So you're gonna have to watch my blog hop at 9 o'clock this evening. Yay. It'll be 9 o'clock p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So 8 o'clock Central, 7 Mountain, 6 Pacific, you get the idea. Anyways, it'll be going live this evening for all sorts of alternative projects for this paper pumpkin kit. And so I'll have a project there that I'm not going to be showing you guys right now, so that's super exciting, and a little bit of mystery there. All right, here we go. So for this alternative project, I have used Bermuda Bay cardstock, and I used a piece of the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper, as you can see back here. This is the Bermuda Bay and Old Olive watercolored background paper. I have a piece of Old Olive cardstock, and then this piece of the glimmer paper is from the frame that the glimmer paper came on. So I've got my scraps here. So after I punched out all of those little labels, the round one, or the starburst ones, and the rectangle ones, I cut the frame that was left over apart. So I've got some really nice thick strips here that I'll be able to use for alternative projects. I've got some little strips here that I'm going to use for something. And then I had this long skinny strip here that I used for this one. So that's where this came from. And I just stamped happy birthday repeatedly down this one side in Old Olive ink. And then I stamped the label just like I would have in the kit with the happy birthday and the Bermuda Bay ink. And then put it on dimensionals and put some of the rhinestones on there to bring out a little more of the sparkle. So that's a really fun, simple alternative card there. And then on the inside, I've put the popsicle with some of those little speckles. I just love that stamp. It's so cute. All right, so there's alternative project number 1. Alternative project number 2 comes back to this card from the kit. So I took this as inspiration, and to get these lines, I just took my ink pad and swiped it across the white cardstock in rows. So I did, you know, a row of each. And then I took my watercolor pen and dripped water drops on top of it, and that made the little droplet marks. So that's how they got this design. So it's super easy to do. Anybody can do this. If you don't have a water pen, if you have a paintbrush, you can dip it in water and just kind of flick it down or whatever. Or you can just take your finger even and just drip it down like that. And then that disperses some of the ink and that gets you the water spots, which is very cute. And then this is a couple of those stickers. I brought in the thank you stamp from the sweet ice cream stamp set. So let me see here. Right here I brought in the thank you stamp here. And then this is some of the retiring in color ribbon. This is the Bumblebee 2020-2022 in color ribbon that will be retiring with the old catalog. So I wanted to use some of that up. And then on the inside I've stamped another of the popsicles with some of the speckles. Okay, so there's that one. And this is a white card base with a 5 3/8 by 4 1/8 inch Bermuda Bay layer, and then the standard 4 by 5 1/4 inch white layer. So that's how I've got that one. That's project number 2. Project number 3 is a lot of fun. If you were wondering how I used the stencils, this is how I used the circles one. So I've got a piece of the Ice Cream Corner Designer Series paper in the background here with a Bumblebee card base. And then I have, let's see, the Designer Series paper is 5 1/4 by 4. The white cardstock is 5 by 3 3/4, and then I've just used my blending brushes to add the colored circles from the stencils. And then these little pieces are fussy cut from the Designer Series paper, so that's really cool. And then I've stamped Happy Birthday in Old Olive, and then I double tied a little bow from that adorable little bumblebee twine here. And then on the inside I took a little watercolor to the popsicle and then stamped a little bit of those speckles. I told you I love them. They're so cute. Alright, so there's that. Yeah, this is one of my favorite. I absolutely love it. Alright, And then project number 4 was another card, and obviously you could tell since I used the round stencils on this one that card actually uses the labels stencil. So this is this one here, and then the one that's in the blog hop this evening used this one. It was a lot of fun too, so I encourage you to check it out. If you're not already following my blog, it's stampinchicktn.blogspot.com, or you can just go to thestampinchick.com and it'll take you directly to my blog where you can subscribe, follow, and get notifications for new posts. I try to post 5 days a week, but sometimes it doesn't happen. So, alright, and then my last project, I really wanted to do something with one of the card bases. Like, what else can I do besides just to cut the front off and apply it to a card, which of course you can do. Certainly if you wanted to make just a regular full-size card, you know, you could put your little watermelon there, turn the way to go, and that would be nice. Or you could put a designer series paper behind it and just put that on there. And then you could choose to either separate it and let this be the inside of your card, or go ahead and separate it and just attach this to the base, whatever you wanted to do. But I wanted to do something with the card as a whole, and I really like being able to create boxes and bags and things like that from fun little card bases. So that's what I've done. I've taken the rainbow card and I've turned this into a bag. So this is what I have come up with. Alright, super cute. It holds just a little bag of M&Ms, and it freestands. It's beautiful. And all I did, of course it goes this direction, before burnishing this score line, you know, the cards are laid out flat, and so you're able to take your bone folder and really straighten that seam out. And then I scored at a 1/2 inch on either side, so that gave me a 1-inch base. And then for this piece here, this is terracotta tile, and it's cut at 1 1/2, and I scored at a 1/4 inch on either side, so that left me a 1 inch. And then I just mitered, as you can see inside here, I just mitered little darts so that I could curve it around the base of the card. So it actually curves, as you can see here, and so I achieved that just by cutting those little darts on either side, and then I was able to just bring it around the curve. So that's how I did that. And then I've decorated the front pretty much exactly the same as a card. So I've got the layer of the sparkle, I've got "You Are So Cool," and I added one of those fussy cut ice cream pieces here to give it just a little bit of extra something. So, alright friends, that's what I have for you today. I hope that you enjoy this kit. It's super, super cute. And make some alternative projects with it. Go over to the Paper Pumpkin groupies and post your alternative projects. We love to see them. And when this posts to YouTube and you no longer see the live up in the top corner, if you're not already a subscriber to Paper Pumpkin, you can visit my website. I'll have a link down in the description box below. And I would love to have you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin. And if you have any questions about Paper Pumpkin or any of the alternative projects, please don't hesitate to ask me a question. I love chatting with you, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed all of these projects I brought to you today. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. And until next time, my friends, bye for now.